Hello. How's everyone doing? I'm gonna down a bit more. Alright. How's everyone doing? My day was hectic. Tried a new job. Not a fan of it. Anyway, we have a murder to solve. I just want to get that done. Sorry for skipping out last Sunday. I just wasn't feeling it. I felt so tired. That's right. We're in here. Okay. Well, Monami, we're gonna solve this one. Watch the news. I'm a riddle? There's something I don't remember. Truth. We do not have truth bullets. We just have regulations. It's a 5, right? Looks like a 5. Right, okay, north, east, west, south. So, if we were to use this as a compass, this would be north, right? So if that's the case, then yeah, it would. I tried this last time, it didn't work. It was 3. Six. Well, 9. 3, 9. 3, 9. 5, 7. Three, 9, 5, 7. Okay, so I must have just been way too tired last time. I was fucking something up. Inside digital camera. Well, good thing we have the digital cam. We have the batteries we can put inside the digital camera. Ah, yes, the universe. Of course, we'll have galaxy. I wonder what it means. What does it mean? Get out. Okay. What's this here? Let's do iron. I mean, it's just. And lock the laptop. We have a laptop in here? Yes, we do. Looks like I was able to unlock the lock with the lock with the key. We need to put in the hazard first. Remember that was inside the desk drawer if you left password. I got it. It's the first letters of the days of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's right. It was obviously a code. Where'd you put the code? Where is it? In here? Where is it? What do you think, Monami?
Could it be?
You who work so hard, they don't know the days of the week anymore? Is that what it's saying? Arrange the planets and stars in order, then number them.
Huh?
What's the order of the solar system again? Okay, so it's Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Right. What? What's going on? What? The hell was that? Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so it'd be Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Oh, Othello! I don't even know what Othello is!
Leave it to me.
Okay, mon ami, what is it? Oh.
I see.
Can I just put it in there?
Hmm. Leave it to me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I don't think... Oh god, this is gonna be tough.
Leave it to me.
Like, can I not look at it while I'm here? I'm looking at these? Alright, so it's, okay, so what is this? 2. So, 2. Do it again. Try again. Okay. This is fucking me up, man. It's fucking me up. Jesus Christ, dude. Am I just looking at this incorrectly? Am I supposed to count, like, the black or the white as the one that's, like, lit up red? But it seems to only make sense with the one that's... lit up. Red. Well, not, not exactly.
Leave it to me.
Unless... Is it specifically the ones that are off that I should be looking at?
Leave it to me.
Oh, God. We already did that puzzle. That puzzle's done.
Leave it to me.
So if we see it from here...
Leave it to me.
Oh my God. Like... How the hell am I supposed to be looking at this, honestly?
Leave it to...
If it's, because, like, this is completely different than that way. I read that way? That means I read up? God, this is fucking me up, man. I don't know why. I'm trying to read this guide that's like giving me like an explanation. Everybody's done it this way in this order. Question of how this problem is to be decoded. First, for one individual sequence to be compared to one column of lights. This doesn't work in the end. We're set 0, x0, 0 could be seen as the key will become clearer. It's odd, but it seems like the sequences need to be stacked on top of one another and then read vertically. Like I've already illustrated. We're to view this from a... Okay, so... So if I were to do that, let's see what that is. Dot. No dot. No dot. Dot.
Hmm.
Dot.
Leave it to me.
Dot. No dot. No dot. Dot. So that'd be a 9. And then we have this next one, which would be still dot. Oh no, no dot. No dot. No dot. Dot. Which is 8. Okay. Then we'll do it again. Dot. 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 No dot. 9, 8, 7.
Leave it to me.
And then dot. No dot. Dot. No dot.
Hmm.
9, 8, 7,
Leave it to me.
5? Nine, 8, 7, 5. Okay then.
I got it.
You didn't get next. I already used this. Does conserve energy. Okay, so now what? Now what? Now what? Oh, okay, open it up. Keyhole again. Can I get a key? You got this one. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
That is a gun. Why does the exit feel like it's not opening?
Oh, that's... Could it be?
I received a letter.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was just a prank, so I didn't have a chance to tell you. That's the excuses. Hurry up and show it to me. Solve the mystery of the final dead room, and you will obtain the right to play the life-threatening game. The life-threatening game, it's life-threatening roulette. You are held liable for setting the roulette's difficulty. Depending on difficulty, you have prepared special prizes. Make sure you don't overdo it. Do yourself. Now we're just opening it. From this point on, it's real performance. Okay, they're doing Russian roulette.
Hey! You can't! Hey! You can't!
Yeah, right, it's only 1/6. Hey, is that rule really okay? I mean, if there's only a 1/6 of chance of failing, wouldn't the game be too easy? So shouldn't it be the opposite? Remove 1 bullet from the gun and use it while there are still 5 bullets loaded? If you do that, then there will be 1/6 chance of success.
That's...
Oh, he is the luckiest student.
Hold on, Nagito! What are you doing?
What am I doing? Playing Russian roulette, obviously. I've only removed 1 bullet, so there's only a 1 in 6 chance that I'll survive.
You can't! Please stop!
It's not much of a talent, but even I have an ultimate level talent, you know? I'm the ultimate lucky student. But if I can't win when there's only a 1 in 6 chance of success, then what kind of ultimate talent is that? I mean, if my luck gets me killed like this, there's no way you can really call that talent. If I'm truly the ultimate lucky student, I need to survive here. Isn't that right?
Please stop!
Right. That was the ultimate luck there.
Well done! Ooh, yeah!
Well, listen to clearing the final dead room, and even challenge yourself with the highest difficulty with a 1/6 chance of success. I have a modest present for someone like you.
Uh-huh.
An extension.
Hey, hey!
Alright. So now there's more. Don't even remember.
What?
Actually spent time with someone else at Topic Academy? No, that's impossible. Shoot, how did I feel? Surely I would spend my time feeling ashamed of myself for being the presence of such greatness. Oh my god. Your presence still doesn't change at all. Oh well, anyway, I'm passing this along to you. How use it up to you? Okay, not sure if you're lucky or unlucky. Things are gonna get interesting. You might be the one who makes things much more interesting.
Hey! Hey! Hmm? What are you? Damn it! No!
Alright, so... just a bunch of weapons. I'm looking weapons on here as well. Really different from any possibility I had in mind. So we're playing as him and they're not even gonna fucking show us. Ah, I see the hammer. The hammer that was used. As I arrived here, all the separate pieces seem to have connected together in one fell swoop. A chain reaction culminating in the truth, all thanks to this one clue. Mystery, the ultimate weapon in the funhouse. And of course, we're not going to see that either.
Can you hear me? Well?
Oh, you're set up for the class trial, so maybe we should call them one more time.
I think...
Ah! Hi!
Hello there.
Why are you here? Because I showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported. Stupid. Anyway, I'm just gonna call. Are we not gonna call?
Hey,
Let's get started as much as I could.
now then.
Give me those details first. Let's hurry this up.
Hey,
Would it be?
wow.
Wasn't life-threatening at all. Just a little escape game I had to do some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? And you load one bullet in the gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it.
Man,
Well, that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monomi said.
Huh?
actually,
Misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder. That's how I did it.
well,
How do you do that?
Man, you stay quiet. Yep.
Killing School Life that was in the earlier file. We learn more about the killing life. It has no relevance to us whatsoever. Information about the other order of the killings and who the killer was for each incident. I'm extremely boring to read about the deaths of people that I don't even know.
Right?
Besides Byakuya, of course. That Byakuya was a Byakuya we knew, right? However, I can't say the information is completely useless. In truth, there are similarities between the killing school life and this skilling cool trip. Similarities? I mean, yeah, people are killing each other. The first murder involves someone important getting stabbed to death in an unexpected place.
Hey,
She wasn't that important. I even forgot her name. What was her name? The idol girl. I completely forgot her name. That's how unimportant she was. There was actually 2 killings that happened in succession. So this third one's gonna be a suicide.
hey,
And they ruled a suicide. You know, what it means of something or not is something each person should think about on their own.
jeez. Well,
There's one I see from Monokuma. It's another one. Seal.
yep.
Can I see it?
Perhaps.
How
Wish I
unfortunate.
can't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Just mine?
Why?
Isn't that weird? Why only Hajime's information?
Jeez.
Something that you would ask me that. Must say, it was always interesting that Hajime was the only one who couldn't remember his talent.
Right?
But that ends now. Okay. Are you gonna say it? Did I find out why I was chosen by Hope Peak Academy?
Man.
Existence is special because you were just some reserve course student from the reserve department.
Well,
Unlike the primary department for main course students who possess ultimate talents, the department is for who enter the school through a basic entrance exam. Essentially, you're like a substitute or the second string. But even then, that's just a name only. It only exists to increase Hope Peak Academy's revenue stream. Like I said, to be a reserve course student, you don't need to possess an ultimate talent. You have to pay a rather costly entrance fee and tuition. With the funds obtained with these exams, the Academy can focus on bolstering and researching talent. Through this, the symbols of hope can be raised.
isn't that
Which
right?
means you're just a stepladder, but you should feel honored. An average, talentless human can be put to good use for those who are known as mankind's hope. You simply weren't determined enough. Did you admire hope? Were you willing to sacrifice your body and soul to attend Hope's Peak Academy? Or maybe you were just obsessed with Hope's Peak Academy like a fangirl following the latest trend.
Stop it.
Want to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't.
There's no mistake.
It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope.
You don't even
That's
know?
why it's not even worth admiring.
Man,
Something don't feel right.
that's not it.
Because there's no way they'd have it be that disappointing of an answer.
Hmm. Hey,
Hold it.
what?
Well,
Hmm.
Was killed as well. That's something I truly wonder about. Oh, that's fine. I'll stop for now.
hey, hey.
Means you must have gone to the Octagon, right?
Hey,
Curious about the ultimate weapon?
So.
Did you find out what it was? Yeah, I did. May have did. Is there any reason I should answer that? God, fucker. Are you planning to keep it a secret? You're playing the side with the killer again?
man.
Hmm.
Jeez.
It seems seemed to be the Octagon. I found many different weapons there, but I didn't find anything worthy of the name Ultimate Weapon. Well, there's no way that's possible.
Stop it.
For someone with no talent like yourself, that's truly offensive.
Oh.
Now's not time for us to be fighting anyway. We gotta do it ourselves now. Shall we go back to investigating? Yep, just look.
You're right. Bye now.
Hey.
I need to focus on the Nekomaru's case. Sure that I'm shocked, but now's not the time for you to feel like that. Right now, I can't afford to be the only one who's depressed.
Yep.
Didn't we want to call them?
Well,
Okay, so we're... Okay. Hi, you guys are here.
Yo. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey.
Look at that matter I asked you about?
Huh?
Oh, that thing about the compass? I looked into it while I was coming here, but I think the compass might be broken.
You stay quiet.
And that's your opinion. Just tell me the result. Huh? Well, compass needle rotated 180 degrees while we were riding the elevator. There's a magnet in here?
That's obvious.
Oh, the elevator most likely rotated 180 degrees.
Now then.
I should go investigate Nekomaru's body.
Oh my.
Okay. So I guess that would make sense for it to curve.
Damn right.
Wait. Ah, that's not fair.
hey, hey. See? Yep. Well,
Hi, Gundam.
Judgment!
Okay. Good to know.
You serious? Damn it. Hey. Wow. Right? Huh?
it cannot be.
Well, probably be for the best.
Forgive you.
We're gonna find out who killed him, which I'm pretty sure is himself, but no, nevertheless.
You stay quiet. Damn it. Jeez. Ah,
Why is he just becoming more of a bitch?
well. Damn it. Huh?
Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before we even went to the amusement park.
Maybe.
His horse is covered in huge dents, and his parts are dislocated. Well, for now, I tried to summon the corner's chest. That should help us learn something, right? Oh yeah, he's got the clock. When did he die? $7:30. Except for 7:30 a.m., which means the clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing at 7:30 a.m. We should have arrived at Great Tower just before 7 a.m. for Monokuma Tai Chi. Is this clock Mahoshi? No, wait. Highly efficient radio clock. We don't know exactly what day it is, do we? Or what time it is. So maybe that's the real time? Hmm. Is that it? What's up, Nagito?
More. Jeez. Well, you don't even know? Hey. See?
Those doorknobs are fine.
Now then.
Oh, and there's only one other possibility that leads to Great Hall.
Well, you don't know? It's obvious. Well,
I can repair it if it's broken, but if I don't have enough parts, there's not much I can do about it.
huh? See?
Oh. Sorry. Alright.
Hey. Huh?
Yeah, the chain. If you fix the button on the... Yeah, this...
Now then. Right? Huh?
Hmm.
Damn right.
This cause you to do something weird from right?
Yep.
Yeah. Can we investigate all the clocks inside both buildings? Them all, but none of the clocks had their times messed up.
Jeez.
But why do you ask me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all.
Jeez, you're
Okay. But the doors don't even open that way when you open them with the, Yeah, they slide open. So... What's the doorknob on the other side?
What's up?
Hey, hey.
You? Hey, hey, now then. Even so. Hey. You.
It's worth giving a shot, I guess. Alright.
Hey, hey. Impossible.
Where did the chain go?
So. Hey, hey.
Oh, yeah! It's the exact same setup. Doorknob's missing from the other side, though. We're in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. When we entered from Strawberry Hall, this is why she was right in front of the door as we walked in. but it's not.
Hey, hey!
Like it can't all just be like the same thing, right? Like grape room and grape house and strawberry house can't be the same house. That's not physically possible. That isn't even great a mystery here. It's so great that it could drastically affect the outcome of the case.
I see. See?
I mean, the doorknob's gone. Yeah.
Now then. See?
Who came out with it?
Well,
What is it a clue to?
what?
As if everything were linked together, if you can reach it.
It appears that it's time for the class trial. To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already. Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it. I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, hey! Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
What? Okay.
All right!
Jeez, you're pathetic. It appears you cannot escape. It's nearly showtime!
Yep.
Damn it!
He was perfectly
Well-
still. You and I are just step ladders. Everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I just believe that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
Man,
That's why I was prepared to come sacrifice any time, and from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
damn it.
But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst all this killing.
What? Isn't that right? Well... Hey. No good at all. Right? Man.
Ah, fuck, man.
Hey. Well, yeah.
Well now.
I feel like I'm in a Kingdom Hearts level.
Yahoo! Hey, come. Now I'm really angry. Hey. Now then.
Everybody picked Akane, and his parents changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, whereas Killer is one of us. No, because it's the only way to survive, there's no excuse. I won't let this be excused. Did they kill him just so they didn't have to make another version of it? That art? But now he's a robot? Alright. Let's do it! Set skills. Do I actually have any skills? Whatever. Finish preparations, let's go.
Now then.
No, I got it.
Class,
I
if you
understand.
vote
I know.
correctly, I'll
We
put a
know.
Huh?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and
Shut up,
Chiaki
Kazuichi.
that early in the morning?
Doesn't
Don't tell me
fucking
you've been
matter.
together since last night.
Come on, man. Calm down.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Calm down, Akane.
Definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you.
That's dumb
Strawberry
reasoning.
House dudes.
Try something
One of you
else.
better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half.
You're the cruelest one here.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need
Love-
to think
lovers.
about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many
Hangnail.
questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand.
Shut up, Kazuichi.
The weapon.
Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
No.
Huh?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
Can you? The only thing that looked like a weapon was the hammer. That's not the weapon.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
No.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar.
No, the killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, it's not the... Okay, it's not the oil.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar.
No,
Let's see what
the killer used
Hajime
beat the
says.
crap.
If it was unexpected,
That's right. The weapon is decided.
Hammer and Tower's weapon, like you said, it looks like that's the case, but that's not the case.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
What's the pillar fragment one? That tipped over pillar. Pillar fragments.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
if it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
No, it's not. I don't know what to pick.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Okay, so it's not that. Am I just dumb? I'm probably just dumb.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
Can't be a surprise beating.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer.
My brain is not working at
and beat
100%
the
capacity
crap out
today.
of him.
Wasn't the chain? That'd be dumb.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
Let's go ahead and look at the wire. Right. Right. The wire was wrapped around him.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
I can't agree with it being a surprise beating.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there.
That pillar.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Fuck!
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That
Do
pillar.
they just want me to
The
agree with
the
him?
killer used and beat the crap.
If it was unexpected,
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
No. Okay. Sometimes I just don't get what this game wants me to do.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Okay.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That
We have wire, which I feel like we're tied up with metal wire. It came from his fatal head wound, which looked like it came from the pillar. Completely clean, almost as if it was brand new. To the pillar. Tipped over, damage to the pillars also sustained it. Also, it was so heavy that even two people couldn't budge it.
No, the hammer! The killer used and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected,
That's right. The weapon
So
is
I only
decided.
have 2 things I can use things on.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer
And beat the crap out of him.
and beat the crap out of him.
if it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
I don't fucking know, man. I can't agree with
The
him.
weapon is decided.
So it has to be the contradiction.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the
Did I not
crap
use
out
that?
of him.
Okay, I
No, that's wrong.
could have sworn I did.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
It's clean.
A lot of oil.
First of all, the
was
yeah, the
flowing
hammer's
from
clean.
Nekomaru. If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
That's right.
Yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look
Then why'd
like
they
it's
put it
not the
there?
murder-
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Fuck you.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Shut up, Soda.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Well, yeah.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like
I
a
mean,
potential
there's
weapon.
oil on the pillar.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon.
The pillar has
I see.
the oil on it.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that
But we've
pillar.
already tested it. It can't be you can't just do
Nobody
that.
could withstand a blow from
Nobody
that
can
pillar.
hold the pillar. That's not
Even
possible.
if you used 100% of your muscle
Not
strength,
possible.
It would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Thanks, Venom.
Why?
Strange that he's the voice of reason.
Right?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
Or it's suicide. So Nekomaru would commit
But that's
suicide.
a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh?
Yes.
I see. So my
Yes,
gut was right
for
after
reals.
all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Alright.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonya, you go, girl!
I think it's pillar fragments.
I'm getting hella excited! There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No.
No, that's wrong.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
No.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you
Why
positive?
are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual.
Another way to kill
You're
using the
unable
pillar.
to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand. Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore? I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame. Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You...
It's gotta be a clue, right? It's gotta be one of the truth bullets I have.
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon.
since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see. I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
What? So
Yeah.
weird.
Not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's
Shut
beautiful
up, Soda.
voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Is the tower in the middle? I thought that at first too, but maybe the tower rotates. Let me prove that completely contradicts that.
In truth,
Whether you enter the tower, so it's tipped over sail stands. Even the simple parts, the ranges look exactly the same.
are actually the exact same place.
This
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
twice
I mean, the walls are different colors.
and
And the
shapes.
designs on the floor are also different.
The shapes.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Shut up, dude. It's the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no reason Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed
What?
your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Shut up, Kazuichi.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
What do you mean we just destroyed our homeland?
When
What?
we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Occam's razor.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
What?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
We were all in the same elevator.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Why would... No.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things
Why would he do that?
around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Oh no. They just get mansions.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Advance.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is the part wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Everything.
Allow me to cut through those words. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
Wait, hold on. Just want to look at something for a moment. There was a lot more oil on the floor.
Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how.
Not the strange feeling. Wire. There's a lot more oil on the floor by his left leg. That's left leg, his right leg.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
Huh. Rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Something happened to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
When I reaction early in Ticket, he was talking about the life-threatening game.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
What did you see?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Did you take a picture?
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep. See? This is it. Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
This is it.
But don't you think it's weird?
That's the tower.
The Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking. Then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Here!
There.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
And we should be able to see the other house.
Which
But
means,
we don't.
if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind you. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
What doesn't make sense in this picture?
Here!
What, the trees? I guess there weren't those
You
trees.
said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
That's on the floor. That's on the first floor.
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor.
They're
of
pretty
Strawberry
high up.
House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area.
And that's why he was able to
Grape
get
House is not behind the tower.
into the Strawberry House.
Are you saying that
One of the
Grape
Grape
House
House.
is merely an illusion spell cast by
No.
Kuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Other clue? Is he talking about that one time?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What
Is that thing just now another hint of figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse structure? Now we're doing logic dive. It just popped out of nowhere, asshole. Question 1. Well, yeah, they both exist. Yes, they exist. Huh? Huh? Now they trying to fuck with me. Or should I ask you guys the same building or 2 different buildings? I'm gonna say they're the same building. Yep. I think they are positioned vertically. Nailed it. So they're on top of each other.
It's all coming together. Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the 2 houses aren't 2 different 3-story buildings.
Nope.
They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Above Grape House.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry
That's
House
where they
is
are.
located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the
Yep.
4th floor above Grape House.
That's right.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the 2 houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The 2 houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the 2 houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
So it just lowers the floor.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
I'm gonna embarrass you, Kazuichi. I'm gonna embarrass you.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
She's not interested, man.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Weirdo. Okay, what's it gonna say?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Okay.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Does that mean they could have prepared in advance? No. That's
I'm
stupid.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
God, and here I thought something... Well, I didn't...
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, it's not that. Okay. I don't even know why I used that.
Damn it!
But, okay, so... How do we contradict it being a dummy?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a
We're just
flash.
using...
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare...
What does the Gonko file say? Why is the fact that each cell is actually designed to be attachable? This means they...
You're magnificent!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
No, one of them.
I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy.
Damn it! Not that one.
Damn it! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry
Is it
up,
any one of these?
dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I just take this one.
It should be possible to...
You're magnificent!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one.
If I shoot
of
it, if I try to...
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
No.
Damn it!
Damn it, indeed.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Okay,
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I find it hilarious that she's actually in love with Gundam. His functions cease, and he is forced to enter sleep mode. So that means those chains really meant nothing. Did they? Did they? He entered in through the Strawberry Hall door. The screws at the base are pulled out. And there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. One of the doorknobs on the far back door that was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. Do we have to use this to
fake body? Shut up! Just pick one of them. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up.
We can use the strange feeling again?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I do need to go to the bathroom at some point, so,
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Yep.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Carefully arranged and disassembly all move too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, Sonia.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Flimsy.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Fucking elevator. Time for improved Hangman's Gambit. E-L-E-V-A-T-O. So is it actually going to be elevator? Maybe we have to... Oh my god, why is there so many T's? Ellie. B. Four. There.
I got it!
It's called a fucking elevator, guys.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Is that so hard to
How is
believe?
this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Unless the doors aren't part of the elevator.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
You moved between two towers. I've had this stuff for a while now. Anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common. They're all on the floor?
I see. Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
I feel like you would have felt if something was in the elevator.
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Because the door is not part of the elevator.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Oh? No.
Damn it!
Yeah, just the floor moves, isn't it? Just the floor moves?
I see.
The one thing I figured out, which I thought would be too easy.
So that's it.
Only the floor moved?
Yeah. Which we were showing here.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Guess I should have just gone for that one first.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
Fuck with us?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What?
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the
Weirdos.
way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yep.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
And what is that?
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier
My
that
dude.
Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yes.
If so, how does the contact elevator
It doesn't.
transport us from one house to the other?
It doesn't.
If that elevator moves vertically,
It doesn't.
then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
What does this mean? I guess facing the elevator front is on the left. Clock. Good clock. Clock.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both
Honey's account. Heard rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m.
if the contact elevator
Yuhika's account. At the first floor of the Strawberry House at 5 o'clock a.m. I don't think these are important.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Really makes sense, but is that really correct?
if the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
What does this mean?
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Okay. Makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the two...
So how else would they be able to move? Is it that the entire thing moves? Oh, what's Kazuichi's account? It's another account. So it spun 180 degrees alongside the contact elevator. That means it's turning, so it can't just be one thing. I'm gonna use it.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
There.
No, that's wrong.
I don't know exactly what it means yet, but it worked, so who
The
cares?
elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Which means it turns.
Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
So it'd be stupid for me to think that. So it.
It was probably following the
So it's
building's
diagonal?
perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House.
I guess the only reason I thought that like the whole building moved was the fact that they didn't even feel it move at all, move the elevator move at all. But I guess it's just so slow.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, we're in an amusement park. It's a fun house.
Well, a fun house is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some...
Does that mean the whole thing could have fallen apart on us? Like,
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
yeah, he's got a point.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Is it the wire?
You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Oh my god, Nagito.
As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Does that mean there's a whole other floor? Octagon's an 8-sided shape.
See?
I know what an octagon is, game.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Probably. Here?
Here!
In between them.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yeah.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Okay.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final Dead Room. In actuality, that place contains
I'm not gonna
various
argue.
weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different.
Maybe the
I
ultimate
learned the
weapon
true
is
identity of the
metaphorical.
ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse,
Okay.
which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery.
They got the hammer, so that means that
Then thought
they
of a
had
way
to have
kill, making use of the building
used
structure.
the dead room, whatever. That means they passed.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
What does this mean? Was Nekomaru tied to that doorknob with a wire? And that's why his foot came off? You bad word to call Monami. Let me say it right away. More decent with the slander. This is no way I'll get hit by a mere word. Is a serious stuffly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly, huh? Like stupid, fat, and ugly? Yep. Alright,
Okay, everyone.
Stufatly. Woo. Alright. Back to it.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Thank you.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Should be.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Fair point.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Yeah, you do.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
I know he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
It's horribly damaged. If he was beaten with a falling object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. Falling.
I see. That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off?
They did not push him off.
From?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone
Nothing
off
with
in the
pushing.
first place?
Nothing to do with pushing.
Might be you could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
You can't open the door when that happens.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Harsh.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I'm following. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? I want to reach the truth behind this and need to solve that mystery next. Give me the wire. Okay, so the wire isn't one of them.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Akane heard a noise.
It'd be impossible
Fuhiko
to
saw
shove off
him
the
go.
victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
No, but the sensor.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Hold on. Broken doorknob. There's a strawberry house. So, at the strawberry house, that's where this is. And, as we can see, the wire, his leg was tied up with it.
The other door won't open.
Ah! Good night
Which means
button.
the elevator wouldn't have moved. That must be the threshold of that elevator.
It's gotta be it.
When the
Well,
elevator
maybe,
is
but
you can't go through the door.
that's all I got going right now.
Then, after locking they moved the and made use of the.
Hold on. As long as there's a moving object.
Boom.
No, that's wrong. That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was going to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me.
Alright. Calm down, Sonia. He's a man. Ready to create the drop beside the what Nekomaru is still in it. Wire? Wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Eh.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with
Consent. The wire and the doorknob.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Okay, I was kind of thinking that. I was like, why would a
Is
wire
that the
scrape it?
same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru
He has a
in
sleep
midair.
bubble too.
That's right! He was
that the soda?
so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
This game, man.
Took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
But the pillar fell afterward, before that.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
No?
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Well, that means I just assume it's heavy enough. Like, at some point. Some pillar.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall?
Shut up.
There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Why can't I do...
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no
Why...
way they could do that.
Why isn't it working? What the hell? Am I missing something?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Why? Why?
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No, not that? Okay. It's not that.
Crap. What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was
Yeah.
sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Is that it? That is it.
What? Nekomaru fell on his... Nekomaru should have still been... If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep
Damn it.
mode, right? Crap.
I was gonna use it on the first one.
What? Nekomaru
This one?
fell on his
No,
own?
it's not that.
Crap.
Let's look at the other options.
Nekomaru fell on his own?
Other fragments.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode, but in that case, You still won't be able to explain the moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Timer? No. Was it the radio clock? The clock pushed out and like pushed him?
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's
Skip
no
through
way
it.
he could do that. Now,
Shift
if
slash,
it's
slash,
in
slash,
that
slash,
case,
slash, slash, slash.
you still won't be able to
Why
explain the
can't I
drop.
slash anymore? Why is this stopping me from slashing?
Damn it! Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire,
Oh, come
how
on.
would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep
Damn it.
mode, right?
Come on, man.
Crap. What? Nekomaru
Please.
fell on his own?
Damn it.
Crap.
Oh.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to take that. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
How can I... Maybe my brain just isn't working well. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Killer fell, so...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Is it? Yes.
Allow me
Okay.
to get through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended
Right.
upside down in midair?
Oh, right. Auto.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Door to come off. The reason that even happened was because... all his power into grabbing her with both hands, but... Ah!
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a
Oh no, come on, we're not doing this. Please, no, we're not going there.
I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this. So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight through the floor. Right into the floor. He collided with the pillar.
I see!
Cola came out of his eyes.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor,
There was a
he
cola
fell
on the
colliding
floor.
with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how
Proud of
it
you,
was
Connie.
shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
I think it was just a coincidence, but yeah.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
That's because it was actually 7:30.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
We can use the clocks in the buildings. Okay, wall clock. Just to make sure, I'm gonna just check it on the 5:30 alarm wall clock. Second floor started going off. He goes at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm. But Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound. And they're the only one who didn't hear it. Oh, well, sweet dreams. You too. Okay. We start walking towards the first floor Strawberry House at 5 a.m. So that gives about 2 hours until 7 a.m. Wait. Apparently Akane heard a roaming noise at around 5:30 a.m.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Yeah,
The killer probably did some tampering.
I don't think that's possible.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
I don't think that's possible. Okay.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
What should we use for this?
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time that one of those must.
The killer probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7.
Alright, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to put these again. Miko saw her walking toward the first floor Strawberry House at 5 o'clock a.m. At 5:30 a.m., the the wall clock in the lounge on Strawberry House's second floor started going off. Miko was at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
His time of death and one of those must...
The killer probably did. They probably messed with the clock and.
No, it's a radio
No,
clock.
that's wrong.
We'll start with that one first.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
I mean, I don't think I've started. I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. It's almost like that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Logic dive. Okay. Load life. Oh. Question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Oh god, there's a third one. Not where the murder happened. Not who the killer is. Time in the building. Unless where the murder happened, is it? Oh. Okay. Thought some crazy twist would happen. Question 2. Which clock was tampered with? Buildings clocks. I'm gonna go with buildings clocks. Got it. Oh, I can move this with my mouse. That's not good. Just gonna keep my hand off of that for a moment. Which house had the wrong time? I'm gonna go crazy and say both. Maybe that's a dumb thing to think. No, it's not. Both are wrong. Does that mean someone fiddled with the clocks, or were the clocks always fiddled with?
It's all coming together.
A conundrum.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
I'm gonna say 2 hours. Okay, something I need a truth bullet for, so I don't have a two-hour truth bullet. Alright.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
It's still so funny to me.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Excuse me.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
Close that.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
This is suspicious, Sonia.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Did Chiaki hear it? I don't
If we
remember.
use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
It's 2 hours, you guys just figured it out. It's 2 hours.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Here was at 5:30 a.m. 2 hours.
I see.
Myth. Quick myth.
Nekomaru's alarm
I'll do
went off
quick
at
math.
7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Got it.
2 hours?
Crazy.
That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any
one-
Monokuma
one-
announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Or
If you
only
messed with
Nekomaru.
the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
I'm trying. I could also use a specific thing. They were trying to lure out Nekomaru, then that specific thing is
I see.
Monokuma Tai Chi.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Nope.
His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise
We got
time.
3 Hiko's account.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
How outrageous. That seems like everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar!
I've never heard of that one.
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started
5:30.
going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Who didn't come out? Didn't Nagito not come out?
You're the only one!
But that's silly. It's not Nagito.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Did Chiaki hear the rumbling sound?
You're definitely...
He was in one of the luxury rooms, wasn't he?
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it. To be honest, it's not just them.
The luxury rooms were soundproof, weren't they?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but... It wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
What does he have in common? Improved Hangman's Gambit. Fine. Luxury. Sweet. Where's that L? I usually never say this, but give me that L. Is it luxury? Or is something else? So many D's around. D's nuts. There it is. Miss. Okay, so it's not. Deluxe. Okay, now give me the L. Deluxe. Give me the deluxe. Give me that U, baby. Yeah. Give me that. Give me the E. Where's the E? Why isn't there another E? I was gonna say rooms? Is it just rooms? Okay. Everyone just thought it'd be sweet, but I guess it's room. Give me the M. Give me the S. Come on. There. Nailed it. Deluxe rooms are soundproof.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Excellent air insulation. Soundproof.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime.
Oh my god.
Your ultimate reserve course student talent?
Hate you.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive...
I understand what Nagito means. Killer among... Killer who murdered Nekomaru. Is it Sonia? No! Okay. That'd be stupid, right? Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, one more time. Soda came out. Gundam came out. He came out. I don't know what they want me to say, man. No, it's stupid. Yeah.
Your
the only one!
But he came out when the rumbling happened.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Did Gundam have a... Does Gundam have a deluxe suite? I don't remember.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too.
I just don't remember. Ah, that requires me to remember who got the deluxe
What's
rooms, and
wrong
I
with
completely
that?
forgot that Gundam did.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room.
Alright, Gundam.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return
I
to his
completely
room
forgot who
because
got
of
the deluxe
Fuyuhiko.
rooms.
Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode. And
What's
timing
gonna happen to his hamsters?
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Will the hamsters be executed as well?
The killer...
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas.
Where's the
of
fourth one?
destruction. How many
Is it in his
ears
arm?
do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
Yes.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
That's stupid.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth
Ah, he's sweating.
now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
But there's the octagon.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
It's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when the contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Literally as hamsters.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
There is.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as the
Oh, I
elevator
know.
was broken, your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry...
Since I was at there's no question that the following crime.
It would have been different if...
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to? Why don't
There
we
we
stop
go.
this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between.
Got it.
No, that's not.
Ow. Why did I slam my wrist against the desk?
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Hey, Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. What are you talking
Oh my god,
about?
Nagito.
Don't play dumb.
Don't make this
You
hard.
appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Well, yeah.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Jeez. Alright.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That's stupid.
That is
That's
merely
silly.
an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Alright, what are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? I don't know.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, there's actually diagonal cuts? I didn't...
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, come on. No. Come on.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Man, it's like the killer went to the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Where is it?
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
What? How am I supposed to know?
Want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
I would say the hammer, but the hammer isn't there.
Know the limit.
How would I know? Will it be the wire?
You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Allow me to
Okay, I
cut
guess
through
it's the wire.
those words.
I guess there's no other place to get wire on in that building.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what do you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry
So
Tower.
he's doing the
just
comic
like
book
we
thing?
did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you...
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this
He uses
simple
hamsters.
argument. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
You want to admit it? Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that will leave no choice but to be persuaded.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied!
How did that miss? How am I missing all those? Those were hitting.
Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back.
The
Do you really think I
four
can get
dark
behind him so easily?
devas.
This is the end.
You're hamsters.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
All right. So, who set the... There we go. Who was in the lounge since early morning? What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Nekomaru's weakness is... No. No. Started what after leaving the tower? Okay. Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. The button. Fuyuhiko was there. Alright. Nekomaru's weakness. This? No. No. Sorry. Okay. Fake weapon left was the hammer. Why did Nekomaru fall? Because it broke.
Here's everything that happened in this
Okay.
case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House.
Wow, that door is much bigger than I thought it was.
After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken
He has
doorknob.
access to the body. I'm surprised the hammer didn't have any oil on it.
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Alright. Could be worse.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
This is speak slow. Judging from the results, you guys are correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement.
Nice!
Now then.
Yeah, the cut shot. That doesn't mean this is over. We can't finish until we heard it from Gundam.
Jeez.
Fall, my
Talk to the
tears.
one who has lost. Blizzard merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is that what I'd like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
How
You guys said I made macro pause without finding him. That, however, is a great mistake.
fine.
Damn it!
This, too, must be the will of...
You.
Let's make history.
This is what happened. Sending great sights to one another. I should say, I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, instantly understood the situation, and we had ourselves a stare down. If he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Said he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
Let me tell you this.
Huh?
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was so wrong.
Let me tell you this.
I mean, until you finally die. There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Fall, my tears.
Everyone had been done by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch,
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Fine. Listen well.
Being is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? Or would we consider that justice, and I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being.
I renounce you.
You.
But
Damn it.
Fine.
Here's to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I've told you all, that is the absolute truth.
Fall, my...
Don't turn to slowly starving to death here.
Oh,
The belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
What about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Okay, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You made your crime without much resistance. I mean, you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am?
Gundam Tanaka.
History's greatest monster.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Please wait. I beg of you.
huh?
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
As far as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Fine. What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, And now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Alright. Better be a cool one. Ultimate Breeder Gundam Tanaka. What? Okay. The gun's gone, sir. His parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it. Damn it! The worst.
Oh. You are right. You are right.
Not in vain. We cannot allow that.
Hey!
Wait!
Now then.
Hey, hey!
It's not like that.
Huh.
Hey, hey. Right?
The catch battle has come to an end, and once again we return to Jeprock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. Despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. They expect to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. And then any of our true enemy, before everyone else too. It's just fun. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just charged me with information.
Well...
Is he?
Damn it.
If this one loose, I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it just costs me my life.
It's obvious.
Think about, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma!
Now then.
What's this? What's the matter?
You know me well.
Wow.
I haven't learned that yet.
Hello.
And you're finally confess to your love.
Hey,
Only because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize in the final dead room. I finished about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
you don't
Well, there's a
even
traitor
know?
from the future generation hiding among us, right? Between that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
It's the academy, right? That's right, I just used the stuff that former headmaster spent a lot of time making. Also, former student, Hopi Academy.
Who knows?
Hey,
Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the trader's identity by obtaining this information?
well, right?
You're getting all riled up.
No, I know who it is. Why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like wanted me. She wanted losing her majesty. The trading means absolutely nothing to me. Nothing, huh?
No.
That's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackeys putting you guys through this awful stuff.
Huh?
Hey,
Yep.
right?
No. Unbelievable.
Well,
Yeah, they're on. You saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. Or create absolute hope that shines brightly except while there's myself and despair exists.
Huh? Man,
Like,
wow.
say,
You don't know?
He wants to become the ultimate hope.
Hey. See?
Definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you wait for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person's already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Continues to count down. Alright, well, that's the end of Chapter 4, which means we're done for today. Now 7 students remaining. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this has been late. I probably, depending on what I do with the job that I'm in currently, I might just go back to being early. It's about pet. Oh yeah, my pet. Alright, let's exit. I'll probably stream again on Thursday, and we'll try and get through Daily Life. And then Sunday will be Deadly Life, and hopefully the end. If things go correctly. Or maybe not, since there's probably still like a chapter 6 or something. But that matters not. I'm gonna stop. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.